Try that. Okay. Awesome. Probably the quickest live I've ever done. Ah, so it's okay. We're just gonna make it happen. We're just gonna try. I'm like a DJ right now. Like, try that. Hey, look at that. Made it work. All right. So, why are we here today? What is the lesson? Why am I in the backyard? Why am I sharing this information with you? Why does it matter? So, here's a couple of reasons why this matters in the context of what we're doing. So many people are jumping over from TikTok to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is like trying to figure out the TikTok and the creator space. And so, there's just this cluster of information that is not only like terrible, like brands have zero idea of like there's this really bad miscommunication going on. And so let's be really clear. If you're a brand and you want to get on TikTok and you think you're going to hire a content creator that's going to invest their time, effort, and energy to grow your brand or business, and you can't find this hire, it's because they're not interested in building a brand for your company that they don't have any ownership in. And so what I think we're going to start to see more of is a percentage of ownership kind of based or stock in a company based on what a creator is putting in, because no creator wants to do perpetual content. And so what you're seeing in the UGC space is all of these creators that are doing really incredible things, but I also feel like there's just this lack of information around, you know, there's just this like there's just this lack of information. And so what I find to be super interesting is that like you can in some cases like do a ton of different things on the different platforms, but the brands aren't really, there's this disconnect. And so why am I here kind of informally on a machine? It's because I really do feel like there is an opportunity for education in the process. So if you're a creator and you're coming over for LinkedIn, from TikTok, and you're trying to speak to a brand, you need to remember that it's a professional network. So you're not going to mass spam a bunch of executives with how awesome you are. Yeah, and the conversation really shouldn't be me driven. And so what I'm seeing is people come over and say, oh my gosh, I have 300,000 followers. I this, and give me $15,000. So take away some of that initial thing, take away all of these constructs and ideas that you have that engagement is going to be the thing that drives people to a sale, because it's not. And I know this because I worked with a creator. She only had a following of 500. 500. Okay, 500, and was able to secure a 5-month contract at $5,000 a month to create user-generated content for a brand. So I just want to be clear, $5,000 a month to create content for a brand where she's not the face of the content, but she's putting the content in different things. And they've been flying her here and there because it's this travel bag, so they want airport content. And sometimes she's just like, yeah, I'm just on the day flight up to San Francisco and I'm going to take the backpack with me. And again, she had 500 followers. So if a person with 500 followers can secure a brand deal at $5,000 a month for 5 months, you do not have to have thousands of people. Some of the cool things that we've been working on too are people that maybe were in one industry and transitioning to another. So this is really something that's really embraced on TikTok. The challenge is when people bring it over to LinkedIn to find clients, they're really not thinking through like what is the client going to want. So I thought I would take of course the dog wants the information now. I would take the time to at least give you guys some kind of really kind of quick like do's and don'ts for securing clients on LinkedIn. And same thing on LinkedIn, if you're trying to find clients and you can't, you're not having success, my sense is you're probably violating kind of some of the social norms of social media. And I want to help you because I think the more that people know, the information is power. Okay. So really quickly, I had written an article, and to date, it's like the highest article that I did. It was back in October of 2021. And it was really like a very simple kind of like, hey, these are 5 things to know about finding clients on LinkedIn and things that you should just avoid doing. And really what it is as we start to go scroll through this article, and what you guys will see, for those of you on TikTok, I'm in LinkedIn, so you can see the screen there. But really, it's like this picture of Emma Stone going, ew, is really what most people are doing on LinkedIn. Most people are sending you a shitty request, asking and mass spamming you and being like, "Hey, I did a TED talk on this. I," and it's like no one wants to work with someone that's that way forward. So it could be really simple. You can use I, but in a very specific way. So I'll give you an idea. Hey, I'm a content creator and I have a very niche following of people that really engage with the content that I put out. And what I've noticed from my transition to corporate to being a creator is that there's this gap. And what I do is create content for brands that you can use as your stock photography or stock videos. And I know that it's really hard to work with content creators. So let's talk about an arrangement where I can create content for you on a regular basis that you can use. Now, my face won't be in the content and I'll license it to you for a period of time. And then I'll also kind of give you some strategy on how to bring additional content creators into the fold. Does that seem like a good idea? That's an easy yes. That's an easy meeting. And in fact, that's what we kind of coached this particular person on doing. So now, when we really look at how you're going to connect with people in real life, you are going to remember that no one likes a spammer. No one likes, I don't care about your download. I don't care about your free value. I don't care about any of that. And I know that your 15-minute strategy is a veiled sales pitch, right? I know that, your goal is to get me on the phone to sell me something. So knowing that and knowing what the game is, let's try to think a little bit different about the value that we're sharing with people and how we want them to show up, right? And so what I mean by that is really think through how you want to show up for your client base. Do you want to be delivering value? Do you want to kind of like what's the end result and start there? Show them a solution to a problem. Don't tell them why you're the best. They are the hero of this story. Okay. Number two, you don't use people unless they agree to it. So when someone accepts your connection request and says, yes, I would like to work with you. Yes, I would like to be a part of your circle. People are really protective of their network. So make sure that you establish a relationship before you use someone's name to connect with someone else. This happens all the time where someone will reach out to me and they said, hey, this person reached out to me on LinkedIn and they said that they knew you. Like, do you actually know, did you actually tell them it was okay or not? If you do that and you don't let me know, that is the first way that I can tell you that I want nothing to do with you. No gracias. So that is a hard no. Number three, remember the platinum rule, treat other people the way they want to be treated. Follow common sense, which actually isn't that common. But if you don't want to be bombarded with connection requests, don't do it to other people, right? Really think about like what they want, right? And what they don't need your entire resume. They need to solve a problem. So I always think of what can I say in the quickest way possible. So it's really quick. Hey, I noticed you're a content manager, a VP of marketing, a da 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 da. Do you have any interest in working with user generated content creators? I do content, but I also have a great network of people. Let me know if it makes sense to talk strategy. That is an easy way. And always give people an out. Always don't barrage them into a meeting. It'll be a bad experience. Kind of next thing for you is to remember, allow time to build relationships and build a network, provide value to others, right? And then again, connect with me on LinkedIn, but then I have a 10-step profile upgrade. So if you want to take advantage of that, you totally can. But I just came on because I feel like a lot of times we overcomplicate everything. We're exceptionally smart people. This is very simple stuff. So step one, today you're going to go through your LinkedIn profile, download that guide, start making changes on the profile. Step two, think about the problem that you're solving for the people you're trying to connect with. And if it makes sense, make sure to adhere to those guidelines. And, this is it. I'm signing off. This is a very informal Marissa, but I'm so blessed that all of you kind of came to hang out with me. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.